Goeiedag, good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And there's a lovely old saying, and that is, by their actions you will know them. They might say a whole lot of stuff, but it means absolutely nothing. Their actions represent who they really are. And who are we talking about here? We're talking about one Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma, who is probably the most hated woman in South Africa right now. And I'm not just talking amongst the minority groups. I think the largely black African groups get it as well, that this woman is dangerous. And she is. Consider the number of people who've been pulled into line because they've dared to challenge her illegal actions. Now remember, just yesterday, the High Court in Pretoria, Gauteng, said, this lockdown is illegal and it's unconstitutional. Remember that? This is under the NCCC run by Dlamini-Zuma. But regardless of all the impacts that her actions are having on not just one or two people, the entire country, the mainstream media in South Africa are obsessed once again in demonstrating what fake news they are. They should be concentrating on the fact that level 3 and level 4 lockdown has been found by the courts to be unconstitutional and illegal. Now, you tell me which is a bigger story, that which affects everyone in South Africa, or a stupid little graphic where someone's face transforms into another animal's face. Well, this is how ridiculous and how controlled the media in South Africa are. This is on the news in one of your mainstream papers today. The Commission for Gender Equality, CGE, said on Monday that it too would look into a social media post depicting Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma as an ape after the South African Human Rights Commission, or the SAHRC, said it would investigate the origin of the post. Now, I wish that the judicial system and this useless Zondo Commission would investigate the corruption that goes back 25 years under these ANC black privileged elite, which include Dlamini-Zuma, who's been holding high posts right through this period, and only God knows how much money she has stolen from the taxpayers in South Africa. And I'm saying that with some level of certainty, because she is one of the ANC cabal, which is a gangster state. But no, rather than concentrating on that, we're talking about someone who's put up this little graphic. This is how completely out of touch the mainstream media in South Africa are with the reality of the real issues. Or maybe it's because they're too scared to take on the ANC because they might find their journalists called before the courts, or their media organizations shut down by this gangster ANC state. Let's continue with the story here. News 24. There you go. That's the mainstream media organization talking about this. Previously reported the SAHRC head advocate Tseliso Thipanyani said the probe had been handed over to its Western Cape branch after the images were widely spread on social media and it was not clear who the perpetrator was. Well, really, who gives a flying F? Really, I mean, who gives a flying F? It's just probably some kid who understands how to do that sort of transformation shit, and he did it. But now you've got the ANC getting their knickers in the knot, making a huge mountain out of a molehill, when the real mountain is the fact that the lockdown has been found by the courts in South Africa to be illegal. I can't even believe that they're talking about this. It's ridiculous. It just shows what fake news the mainstream media in South Africa are. So let's continue. On Monday, the CGE said it was outraged by various social media posts, including one allegedly made by one Dani Herselman, saying the freedom of expression should not occur in violation of the rights of others. And in a statement it said, the Commission notes that many of these posts have racist and sexist undertones and have been used to isolate and undermine her as a member of the National Coronavirus Command Center team as she executes her duties in the NCCC during the coronavirus pandemic. Now, that's fascinating because the NCCC has just been found to be unconstitutional by the High Court in Gauteng. Now, she has been illegally, Dlamini-Zuma, has been illegally preventing people from their human rights, their freedom of movement, their freedom of speech, and even smoking cigarettes. While her stepson, Edward Zuma, runs a company based in Pietermaritzburg that is sending out tons of cigarettes, making a killing on the illegal market. But of course, that is not worth talking about, is it? No, we talk about an image. Some little guy who's put an, or woman who's put an image up there, we're going to track them down, we're going to get them, we're going to make a complete example of them. What about making an example of Dlamini-Zuma and those people in the NCCC? No, but the mainstream media, it's fake news. Just get it. It's fake news. All of these guys, they're just fake news. They're completely reporting to keep their asses in a job and to pick up their paycheck on Friday. They do not report the truth. The big story right now is the fact that lockdown level 3, lockdown level 4 are illegal. And the ANC have now got 13 days, not 14, to sort it out. And because they couldn't organize a barbecue in a park, guess what? It ain't going to happen. So I reckon in 2 weeks' time, there's a pretty good chance that this lockdown will be history, because the courts have judged it's illegal. It's unconstitutional. Anyway, let's continue. The CG is tasked by the Constitution and an Act of Parliament to promote gender equality and the status of women in an effort to ensure the rights of South Africans are upheld. It is thus for this reason that the CGE seeks to look into the matter of the social media post and ensure that human dignity and aspects pertaining to the Bill of Rights were not contravened. And it concludes by saying, no right is absolute, the Commissioner said. The freedom of expression does not rank higher than equality. Well, what about what the NCCC have done to the entire community of South Africa? You're talking about someone who's put up one little graphic which transforms Dlamini-Zuma into an ape, which I don't get it. Look, I'm not into that sort of stuff, and I don't agree with it, but that is not news. The news is what is happening in South Africa under this illegal lockdown. Consider these facts. All those people have been given fines by the police under an illegal lockdown. All those fines are basically null and void. What about all the businesses that have gone bankrupt under this illegal lockdown? Don't they now have the ability to go and sue the ANC government because they have been unfairly shut down and lost millions of rand? That's the story But no, the best that News 24 can come up with is this image of Dlamini-Zuma transforming into an ape. I just think that Dlamini-Zuma should come real and realize that she is not liked in South Africa. That's the bottom line. I was speaking to General Isaac van Zyl yesterday from Boer-Religion, and he was kind of summing it up when he had his gatvol outfit on. Remember that gatvol outfit? Sorry, it wasn't last night, it was the night before last, Monday night. You know, that's what is happening under the watch of the ANC. They are putting so many people offside, it is completely ridiculous. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, please stay safe.